Hey y'all, this is the third episode of SilvTalks, a series where I share my unpopular opinions, inspired by the K-pop spy. Y'all don't have to agree on all my opinions, as these are my opinions, not facts. In K-pop, many people consider a song to be good simply because it charted. However, the quality of a song depends on its production, writing, creative direction, sound, and, most importantly, your personal taste in music. Charting is an achievement a song can attain, but it shouldn't be the sole reason to consider the song good. Before anyone argues that charting reflects the song's ability to attract people, it's important to note that a song can also chart due to mass streaming rather than the quality of its production. K-pop is losing its diversity. K-pop songs mostly consist of English lyrics, with only 5 to 6 lines in Korean, and sometimes there isn't any Korean in the song at all. Companies prioritize Western validation to promote their groups internationally and gain positive reviews, but in doing so, they often neglect to promote the groups in Korea. K-pop idols are becoming more like TikTokers who happen to know how to sing rather than true artists. There will soon come a time when K-pop will be forgotten, all because companies are so focused on appealing to the Western industry. They fail to recognize how hard it is to establish a name there, especially with massive artists like Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish dominating the scene. Companies have become so obsessed with the West that they are even creating global groups, only for them to be overlooked. Take VCHA, for example. They are more recognized in the Korean industry, while no one outside of it knows them. Even groups like KATSEYE had a strong debut, but their next comeback flopped in the Western market. Not every K-pop group has a rags to riches story, and you have to accept that. K-pop artists like GIDLE and IU went from performing in local clubs and even on farms to achieving success. Many fans like to claim that their favorite group had nothing, no company support, and went from rags to riches, when in reality the group received top-tier promotions. Forcing the rags to riches narrative to make your favorite group seem like they came from nothing is simply attention-seeking, especially when they were given the best promotions from the start. Blackpink is falling apart. First of all, they have released more music than YG ever did for them as a group. YG is only holding the group back, and if they had given Blackpink more attention during their prime era, they could have been bigger than the biggest names in the world. They could have been more famous than Taylor Swift, but as soon as they got a hit song, YG decided to put the members on hiatus, literally taking the spotlight away from them. YG sabotaged Blackpink despite them being their main moneymakers. During that period, YG could have even promoted the B-sides from the album because it's not like the album didn't have actual hits. Instead, YG shot Blackpink in the leg. GIDLE made the best decision by renewing their contract. Based on the changes we've seen, Minnie received proper promotions for her, including ads, and the group has stated that their revenue has doubled under Cube. Shuhua has become more active in solo activities, and Minnie even got her own studio on the top floor of Cube. Who wouldn't renew their contract with these negotiations? They definitely made the right choice, and we should trust Soyeon for the next comeback. Cube couldn't afford to let go of their main breadwinners, especially when their other groups are flopping. Some K-pop stans are delusional and obsessed with their faves. This is a real issue in the K-pop industry, with the biggest example being Wonyoungism. These stans revolve their entire lives around their idols, criticizing other stans for pointing out their faves for doing something wrong while blindly defending them, because, of course, their idol can never be wrong. They make everything about their favorite idols, turning K-pop into an obsession rather than simply enjoying it as music. This kind of addiction should stop. K-pop is music, and it should be treated as such. Standing an idol is one thing, but knowing their entire schedule by heart is something else entirely. In 2022, when Soyeon dissed Mama and later accepted an award from them, she was called a hypocrite and faced intense hate. Meanwhile, when G-Dragon did the same, he was praised as a king. Situations like these are common in K-pop, but stans either ignore them or contribute to the misogyny. Male idols often get away with much more than female idols. For example, stans supported and allowed Lucas to re-debut despite him cheating on multiple women, gaslighting them, borrowing money from them, speaking negatively about his members, and even sang a girl, accusations he himself admitted were true. On the other hand, when Garam was accused of bullying, she was sent death threats, forced to leave her group, and continued to receive hate, even after being proven innocent. Additionally, when male idols perform age-restricted dances or openly talk about sex in their songs, KBS allows these to be broadcasted. However, when female idols do the same, they are heavily criticized, banned, or face severe consequences. The K-pop industry is built on misogyny and double standards, and the list of injustices could go on and on. Her, by Minnie is the best idol solo album. In this album, 4 out of 7 songs have title track potential. Both the B-sides and title tracks sound great. In fact, if Blind Eyes Red had been released on Spotify the day it premiered, it would have surpassed 5 million streams by now. Her was a great song, the chorus was catchy, and the music video was interesting to watch. The pre-chorus and other verses build up well to the chorus, which, while not the best, was still enjoyable. Obsession, by Minnie and 10 was also an excellent track. It debuted on Thailand's top 100 charts immediately upon release. Cherry Sky was one of my favorite songs on the album. The verses were well crafted, and the chorus kept the song from feeling boring or repetitive. Throughout the album, Minnie delivered a strong, confident presence, executed in an enjoyable way. Overall, I'd rate this album a solid 9/10.